Alright, so this is a video response to Koi Kasune's his views on the current gen, next gen video. So I would like to at least respond to his videos and also share my views on the take. Sure, some of the current generation games weren't that bad. Some were even quite decent, but the rest didn't exactly live up to other standards, so they outright sucked. And about a few games like Call of Duty, I will admit I played other Call of Duty games before Modern Warfare 1, which I also played. Seeing as I was a bit of a history nerd, I played some of the games that were based off the World War I, World War II, so I only played a few missions off of that. But besides that, I never got around to play the other Modern Warfare games because I didn't want people to be yapping their mouths, cussing, thinking they're hot shots just because they got a little bit more better with the controls and they're aiming better, so they can shoot at people efficiently and take them out. And so anyone can just like take a sniper rifle and just shoot at a person from long distance. Anyone can come out from nowhere and shank them with a knife, stab them. I mean, it only gets easier for you the better the better you are with Call of Duty. And I only played a few fighting games. Some were anime style, like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gears, stuff like that. Although I never did play the newest Mortal Kombat game, silly me. So when it gets down to it, some of those games were quite decent. Oh yeah, about the RPG. Sure, we got games like RPGs like Final Fantasy 13, although they could have done a little bit more with them. There could have been more side quests. It could have been at least something that, despite being a bit linear, at least something to do off the side to be more involved. To take more quests, like to get more backstory off the characters or whatever. And they're still holding us out on Final Fantasy Versus 13. Don't know when they're going to be releasing that, but we do got Final Fantasy Type 0 and Final Fantasy 13-2, although I don't know why they needed to do a sequel at this point. It looks impressive, 13-2, with the cinematic action, although that's just another quick time event, because that stuff was just done way back then, like in Dragon's Lair. And then it moved on up to games like Shimue. So some of those games were quite decent. The console themselves, Xbox 360, impressive looking, but it had the red ring of death. Same thing for PS3. It had some impressive looking networks. Well, PlayStation Network, but it had the red yellow light of death. But also PS3 has been experiencing some hackings lately from, well, Sony specifically, that kind of messed up the PlayStation Network, that people were ranting and complaining about to Sony. So they had bad networking if they allowed that to happen. The Wii, I mean, everything about the remote, the gimmick and all was great. Everything, especially the virtual console, where we could play some of our old games from back then. But there could be a lot could have been done a little bit more with the Nintendo Wii. So that's what I think for current games, current gen games in general. And if I like to at least fast forward to next gen, I don't think we're ready for the new gen the consoles yet. Cause right now I think we need to like hold that out for a year or more until things get a little better in our world. I don't have to tell you how bad things are in the war, how bad things are in our world. Thing is, at least if I can go off topic for just a second, America needs to back off from that and focus on ourselves for the moment. Stop trying to button everyone's business. Stop trying to borrow from other countries. The fact is, all that borrowing the money from other countries, how we got into some trouble in the first place. Anyway, Sony and Microsoft just had to follow, and they should at least let Nintendo make the first move completely. Let them release their Nintendo Wii and let it out for some time before they do their PS3 and PS4 and Xbox 720, wherever that is. But no, they're not gonna do that. And I don't feel like getting any new gen consoles, especially if I haven't gotten PS3 yet. I'm supposed to have all 7 gen consoles. I think I'll hold off on those for the moment, go back to play my old games until we're ready. Although I'll still catch up on the portable games. The Nintendo 3DS, I'll get that. The PlayStation Vita, I'll get that. But for 720 and PS4, not yet. Just not yet. Anyway, that's about it. Or is it? No, that's about it. The current gen consoles and games were nice, although some things were had our concern for the moment. The next gen generation needs to be held off for about a year, but if they do it in 2012, I better make the best out of all my 7 gen consoles before they cut off the service to Xbox Live and put it onto the new gen consoles. Well, that's it. Koi Kitsune, everyone else, it was nice doing this video response. I really hope that maybe things will get better. I really hope so with these laws being passed in America. That's just ridiculous. Everything might be okay in the end. Maybe. Anyway, that's it.